Okay, it's the Viking here, and I went up to Little Rock for my LSC meetings and went down to the pool deck, and I ran into a guy that I'm sure a lot of swim geeks out there know. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Just swim geeks, no girls, just swim geeks. Nice. I'm Dave Denniston, former Auburn All-American swimmer, and just all-around swimming guy. Love it all. Breaststrokes. I guess in the geek world, I am a breaststroke geek. You know?
Well, hey, I was a breaststroke geek too. All right.
Yes.
Well, you know, I had heard about the Fitter and Faster tour, and I didn't even know you guys were going to be here. I thought it was kind of cool when I walk out here looking for our conference room and I see you out on deck. Why don't you tell me a little bit about that first?
The Fitter Faster tour is something that David Arluck and Swim Champions put together about 2 years ago, and it's really taken off to the point that we're doing 2 or 3 every weekend all across the country. And so there's a couple others going on this weekend, but Misty Hyman and Cleet Keller and I were able to make it to Little Rock through the lightning storms and the thunder, and had a fun clinic today, and we're going up to Fayetteville, Arkansas this afternoon for a clinic tomorrow morning. So
that's cool. It's
a neat program. The kids love getting to meet a gold medalist. You know, their eyes light up, and they just love the whole experience. It's mostly playing with kids.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong there.
And you guys get in the water with them a little bit and do
even
swim
I get in the water
That's
with
awesome.
them. Yeah, we all get in and race them. That's one of the different things maybe about this clinic type situations that we do tend to race them 2 or 3 times throughout the clinic and play sharks and minnows, and just make swimming fun.
Yeah, that's amazing. Now you've got a bunch of other stuff going on in swimming. I mean, it's awesome that you stay connected, but now you're in a pretty important position. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, a little pressure. I'm the head Paralympic resident team coach in Colorado Springs. Right now I'm coaching 6 athletes, and we got 10 more coming in September, and they will probably accumulate in London 30 to 40 medals within that group. So I better figure out what I'm doing fast.
Yeah, again, that's pretty amazing.
No,
now,
it's a lot of fun. I love it. I mean, it's a challenge in that, I mean, there's so many different abilities, from severe spinal cord injuries to people who just have a hand missing, that I'm writing 6 or 7 workouts every workout, but it's a challenge that I love. It's definitely a lot of fun.
That's cool, and yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of new challenges that come up, and I imagine you get into a lot of situations that can make it more fun. I know we had a guy that used to just take his prosthetic leg off and hop up on the block before races, and you would have never even known. I think he was a 53 and 100 back or something ridiculous like that. You would have never known it unless you saw him behind the blocks. But imagine you're meeting a lot of people who have a very interesting history and probably a very unique kind of relationship with the sport.
Well, yeah, definitely. The cool thing is being in Colorado Springs with the resident program, we have a swimmer who's a world record holder and just did an Ironman, full Ironman. He's a double amputee above the knee. His name's Rudy Garcia Tolson.
Wow. And
he has 2 different legs. He has his little stubby legs that he walks around on his knees like on the pool deck, but he has regular full-size prosthetics that make him almost 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Well, when Phelps comes into town, these 2 are playing video games and giving each other crap right and left, to the point that, like, Rudy's throwing Phelps' stuff on top of him while he's trying to warm up, and then Phelps will go and try to steal his legs and hide them, so Rudy has to walk around on his hands. And I mean, they go back and forth, and there's a mutual respect, and it's cool to see that somebody like Phelps and some of the top swimmers in the country definitely respect our athletes as well, and communicate and have a great time with them just like anybody else, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, no kidding. That's amazing. So now you know, having gone through the Auburn program and now being basically a Paralympian yourself and moving into coaching, you know, you've definitely probably had to learn a lot more about yourself and about the sport just through your own experience.
Oh yeah, I mean, I learned a lot through the sport by my former Auburn coach, Jimmy Flowers, who then coached me to the Paralympics, and of course, fortunately died last summer. He fell off that mountain, but I mean, just the knowledge I gained through working with him was invaluable, and learning how to go through the water a whole new way, and just learning together the way we did. I think I gained a pretty good knowledge base converting over to the Paralympic side of things.
Yeah, and actually that's probably making you a much better coach, a much better fit for that position right now.
I hope so.
What you went through. That's awesome. That's great. Well, I'm glad to hear you're still putting it in the sport and doing good things for us.
I love it. Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you.
All right. I appreciate it.
Yeah.